Alright, yeah, I hope we're recording. But anyway, I got the best settings for you here. This is on the battlefield. We've been doing some work here. So, first off, go through accessibility, turn your menu off, your subtitles off. Master volume, that's up to you, preference. I got it a little bit lower. Tinnitus, that's the sound, the ping or ringing in your ears from a flashbang or concussion. Turn those down if you don't want that ringing in your ears. Presets on the colors. This is your HUD, your mini map. Color your enemies over there to the right. I did mine custom, made them a little bit darker, brighter. Brightness in the game, 60. I've noticed about the best. Camera effects. You want every bit of this disabled. Every bit of this off. You don't want no motion blur, messes up your aim, your shots, motion, everything. The motion, you don't want that. Camera shake, none. Controls. On this one, I've left everything default besides interact and reload. I changed it to interact tap, reload hold. Go ahead and go down. Controller vibration. If you play on controller, I would turn that off. That definitely messes with your shots and accuracy. In-game tutorials, menu tutorials, got them turned off as well. Action prompts, I do have those turned on. It's a little bit, it helps me out. Everything else I do have off though. Gameplay, it's set to custom, but I haven't. The only thing I've edited was the toggle. Capture area outline. This is when you're playing objectives. It shows the outline of the hard point or the king of the hill, the circle. Aim sensitivity. This is your overall sensitivity for your left to right movement and visual movement. If you're on controller, this is for mouse. Here's another setting right here people don't know. This is landing roll. This is an animation that happens when you jump off a building, which causes you to get stuck in animation, which could get you killed instead of just taking the damage and getting shots off. So turn that off. This is comp settings, by the way, like competitive. Alrighty. Like I said, this is your mouse sensitivity. Right here on your aim, zoom sensitivity coefficient. There's two different numbers I would try if I was you, 133 or 174.6. Try them both, see how you like them, see which one's best. Choose that one. Field of view, I play on 110. 120 is too much, and plus it's a lot of extra stress on the computer. 110 is just about perfect. I feel like 100's okay as well. I already told you about the landing roll, make sure that's off. Vertical mouse aim ratio, right here. This you want to set to 56. This is more like your crosshair moves at the same distance when you're looking up, so you definitely want that. Infantry zoom aim sensitivity. This is when you're scoped in looking down your sight. I believe this is on controller though, because yeah, I believe this is for controller. Because I just swapped to mouse and keyboard, but this is your sensitivity when you're actually aiming down sights, like ADS on Call of Duty. Alrighty. That one, let's see what else. Alright, so graphics, here's the thing. So regardless what kind of PC you're on, custom on both. Simple, enough said. Go into your graphics here, graphics quality, that'll be custom, that's what you just said. Texture quality, depending on your PC, high-ended PCs you can run high. Texture filter, I like to see like a little bit more visual activity going on, and it doesn't, if you have a higher graphics card, it doesn't really play too big an effect on your game. Mesh quality, that's your images and like the backgrounds that disappear. It doesn't happen on this game, so you don't even need this, honestly, in my opinion. I set that to low. Terrain quality, I set to low. With the high texture detail, or medium texture. If you're on a low-end PC, put this to low, or if you're just trying to get more frames, you can put that to low as well. I would probably go up in probably 20, 30 frames if I lowered this, but I like the way the game looks. Everything else, underground growth, effects, low, ultrameric. This is like the explosion, like more like visual detail effects going on. Low-end PCs, lower. You don't have to have this on at all if you don't want it. Lighting, local light shadow off, or low. Shadow filtering. I noticed PCF is a lot easier on the CPU. Reflection quality, you don't want everything looking like the ass of some reflections you do need to see, so I've set that to medium. Low-end PCs, you want to go low. Well, you could probably actually, honestly, I would run medium regardless. Screen space reflections, do not use this, turn that off. Post-processing quality, this is the processing between loading the images. If I lower in PCs, I would put to high, and higher in PCs leave on ultra. This is the infantry and vehicle quality relation, like how it relates and the quality or the animations line up together. This doesn't bother me at all. I haven't noticed a difference in games, so I turn that off. And screen space I/O, this is basically just I believe it's an AI version of this. I turned that off as well. I turned that off and I instantly got a frame. Pretty sure I can show you. Yeah, see? Yeah. And it's even worse in game, so I turned it off and I noticed my game is a lot more stable and better. Alright, that's all you need on that one. Advanced, this is the important one. No matter what computer you're on, leave your resolution at 100. Frame limiter, if you don't want your game capped, that's fine, but if you're getting stutters, you can set a frame limiter and then put a cap. Dynamic, turn off. I have an AMD graphics card. I use the anti-lag. Also, let me show you here. So anti-aliasing. If you have a nice PC, you can run anti-aliasing TAA. It's okay. If you don't, if you have a very low-end PC, turn it off completely. Turn it off completely. I use the upscaling technique because I have AMD, so AMD has FSR. I'm sure, I believe it does show NVIDIA, and then on the, it should have NVIDIA Reflex plus Boost, or NVIDIA Boost. If you're on a low-end PC, don't use the Boost on Battlefield, but if you're on a high-end PC, you can use the Boost. But anyway, when I turn on the upscaling technique, it disables the anti-aliasing. So, and then you can set this to performance, ultra, whatever your whatever you prefer, and it does not change your in-game graphics on the other setting. Do not use the frame generation; they're not real frames. Future frame rate, do not need that. The simple overlay, I just have that to simple because I put in a custom image, or not an image, a custom file in the folder. So yeah, that's the reason that shows up like this, and I'll show you how to do that too. I'll add that on a separate video here in just a minute. I don't want the video to be too long. That's the main things for the graphics. I've done this, and my game has went. I average like, I think it's 217 or something in game. So it's pretty amazing, honestly. Right here, like we said, make sure all these are off completely. Make sure your game's set to full screen. Vertical sync is off. Right here, or no, advanced HUD settings right here. This is a killer setting right here. I don't know why they don't show this. Go to advanced HUD settings. Scroll all the way down. Show compass. So it has the north, east, west, and the compass at the top of the screen. They don't have this on by default. Definitely turn that on. Definitely help the comms in in-game. Third-person field of view. You want it far as possible. You can see as much as possible. You want wide weapon view. We've already went over most of this. was going to show, oh, mouse and key, that's what I was going to show you. Down here on advanced settings, make sure you have mouse raw input turned on. And then, where was, the settings are so crazy on this game, I apologize. But there was, I guess that's it. Alrighty. Just a second, and we'll go ahead and go into the next video, and I'll show you how to set up the file so you can have your FPS at the top left as well. Alrighty. So this is the second half of the video. This is for the commands. They're going to be in the description below the video. You're going to enter these commands in a notepad. So you're going to open a new notepad, which we have right here. You're going to take these commands are for the maximum processor resources and for the FPS counter up in the top left. It's also for 1920 1080 only. So if you have 1440p or 4K, you know, or anything like that, you will have to change the variables at the end. I have not done the research for the 1440p yet or anything, but you will paste these in here. This right here, your light tiles. This is for like the light tiles in the training firing range, and inside of like very similar places in the maps. It's really dark if you have this on 0, so you can set it to 1 to keep the lights, but everything above right here, this is all for your FPS. So if you just want the FPS, you can use this. This is for the light tiles, motion blur, which you definitely want. This is a file that's going to go into your file explorer of your game, so you'll see how to do that in a second. Right here is your Thread.ProcessorCount and your max processor. So this is your cores, and this is going to be the processors. So the easiest way to do that, you can right click on your mouse on your taskbar, go to Task Manager, go to Performance, click on your CPU. You can look right here, 6 cores, 12 processors. So you're going to want to change this to 6, change this to 12, and then you're going to hit save. And when you save it right here, you're going to delete everything there is right here and put user.cfg. Save it in your downloads, and you're done with that. Okay, so here you're going to go to your C drive, Program Files 86, Steam, Steam Apps, Common, Glacier Events. You can see down here at the bottom, User. So all I would do is open up File Explorer, grab the user CFG, I did not want to open it, darn it. Anyway, open a new one. Let's see here. Downloads. You want this smaller? All you take your user CF file, drag it into here, and after you drag it into here, delete the TXT. After you delete the TXT, you'll have user.cfg. So if you click on this, I'll open it with Notepad. See? Yeah. So, that's how that works. After you do that, you want to make sure to close everything, restart your game, and should be pretty good to go. I mean, that's about as best optimization tips I can give so far that I know about. Thanks for watching, and if you would, be sure to subscribe. I'm trying to grow this channel a little bit. Have a good day.